Okay, hi everybody, it's me. I've been MIA for a little while. Um, I've been coming home late because I had a late shift at my job. But anyway, the reviews of the anime series reviews that remain are only two. I'll try to get to them do haste. But right now, we got our number two anime that I will be doing episode reviews for. Of course, I'm talking about The Ancient Magus Bride, Season 2. Now, I never reviewed Season 1, but I figured let me review this because it's not something that's really going to mess with me and just I'm not going to be able to handle. It's doable. If not anyone who doesn't know this show, what it really is about this girl named Chisei who is shunned by her parents, her family, her friends, because she talks to herself and she sees things that nobody else sees. And what ends on happening is she gets sold at an auction by this other guy, Ainsworth, Elias. And Elias is a mage, an ancient magician who has both human and fae characteristics. But anyone who's seen this show knows that it's very weird. It's very weird. It's very fantasy. It's very magic. It's very out there. You know, fae is a good way to describe this show. Like the fae area, like D&D and everything. But to start off, anyone who hasn't seen season one, I suggest you go see season one. But from the ending of season one, spoiler, um, Chisei fought this guy. He was a sorcerer. I forgot the guy's name specifically. I think it's like Caterpillar. His name's Caterpillar or Catula. Anyway, she ended up getting stabbed in the stomach by him, but she changed. What happened was they swapped eyeballs. And because of this, she has now the curse of immortality, along with the curse of a dragon. If you've seen recently what she looks like, she said one of her arms is completely black. So that's for the point. But this is season 2, episode 1. What was it called again? Apologies. Live and Let Live. That was basically the title of this season 2, episode 1. Live and Let Live. Basically, what happens in this episode, we get introductions of her and Elias. And this guy, whose name I'm about to find, one woman total. I don't have his name. My apologies. Anyway, this was a guy from season 1 who was in charge of the college. He wants Chisei to go to the college, and he feels like she can really get a lot of good feedback from the college. Now, supposedly, Elias is saying, they're going to dissect you and everything. But she wants to go there because season 1, she kept doing things on her own, sacrificing parts of her body, doing some really crazy shit. And she wants to learn at the school to be better. So she decides to go. The first character we kind of get introduced to is the president of the college, or principal, however you want to call it, named Lisa Quillian. I probably butchered that name. But she gets introduced to her. She gives her a rose and a flower. And the guy that's with them explains the layup of the college and so on and so forth. And she gets examined by this caterpillar. Half caterpillar, half woman. And she goes on to she said to her, how she's seen like a lot of years, like 1,000 years worth of memories of that sorcerer from season 1. Because like I said, she swapped eyeballs with him. So now she sees his memories. Not all the time, just, here and there. But she sees a lot of them. And she tells her this. She thinks she's being spied on, which is this other character who we don't know the name yet. Find out about later. But, it's obvious that this whole her going to the college is a way to fix her, to get her better, to remove the curses that are on her, and to move forward. But after that, she actually goes to the dorm. I'm also getting a lot of, I don't want to say Harry Potter vibes, but it does feel very fantasy. Because then she gets introduced to the dorm matrons. They're talking cats. I mean, there was a talking cat in season 1, but here we got like a bunch of them. There's like 4 or 5. What ends up happening is she has to choose one of them. And whoever she chooses, that's the one that, section of the dorms that she's going to go to. She chooses Rosaline, one who's involved with freedom, being free. So she chooses her, and she meets her roommate, who she knocks the door in her face. I'm like, terrible first impressions. So she introduces herself. Her name's Lucy. Lucy, really? This is season 2, episode 1, and we're being introduced to some girl named Lucy. Please don't make me think about fairy tale. Anyway, besides the fact, she introduces herself. She's not very a people person. She just says hi, and the closet's here, and she goes back to bed. And then she puts on her uniform, very snazzy. And we also see flashbacks of when she was in the human world, and she was shunned. It's pretty sad. And then she goes out into the courtyard because this girl, Alice, texted her saying that to go to the training room, but she couldn't find where it was. And lo and behold, here comes this girl who was there in the room when she was getting examined. The one with the silver hair. And she's there, and she collapses. And what's so funny about this scene is she says, like, I don't know how to handle this. Because in those instances, that was her in season 1. She would collapse out of nowhere, probably because she's using too much magic. And she collapses in her arms, and that's where the episode ends. So, I need to make one thing clear about this show. I am in love with the animation. It's breathtaking. Even the closing, the end credits scene, when the credits roll, they have like almost like paintings, painting-ish stills of the 3 characters, Chisei and the other 2 girls. Lucy, and the other one who obviously will be introduced and with the silver hair. It's just breathtaking, the animation. So I truly believe, because I remember watching season 1 and I was stunned how breathtaking the animation was. Say what you will about the show. Now I did take a look on on Analyst just for shits and giggles. This got an 8. This show has an 8 out of 10, I guess. This would say it's 8 out of 10. And it's only episode 1. And it's got an 8 out of 10? Okay. Point being, it's only episode 1. But I can tell you right now, from somebody who's watched season 1, it's a great show. Like, I really feel it like it is. It does feel like that. It feels like, almost like, when I look at this show, the first thing that comes to my mind, well, first thing you could say is maybe Harry Potter. But the other thing that comes to my mind is when I'm watching a movie done by Guillermo del Toro. And I don't want to make that comparison, but the creatures and the animals and the things that are shown in the show are breathtaking. Animation's done so well. Overall, first episode, I'm not going to give this too high. I'll probably just say this will be a 9 out of 10 because we're just getting into it. But I really just love the animation. But we'll see how this goes with the show. You got Hell's Paradise on Saturdays, which is, that animation is just, and then you're gonna have this show, so it's like, which is gonna be better? And of course, Sunday, Tomato Girl. Anyway, good first episode. Kind of funny. She say she has red hair. Soletta, she has red hair. What is this, the dueling redhead heroines or something? I don't know. But good first episode. Can't wait to see more. This show's got a lot of magic, a lot of creatures to show. Can't wait for it. This has been Bankai 922. Ancient Magus Bride, Season 2, Episode 1 in the books. The spring's upon us, people. See you guys later. Peace.